Good morning, Praise and Pray. How's everybody today? It's Lynn from Lot 95 Designs, and I'm here with another Technique Thursday video. So, I was working in my Let Go and Let God journal and tried a little technique that didn't work so well. That's this page. Then we tried spraying over top of that disaster, and it just didn't work so well. So, today's lesson is going to be how do we fix this, and then a really fun little technique that we're going to try over top of it. So how do we fix it? What do? We have this. Can you see this huge jug? This is a huge jug of gesso. And I'm going to gesso over top of it. And then I'm going to do a fun technique. So all I'm going to do is pour some gesso into my tray. If it comes out. Come on, gesso. This is a huge jug. So all I'm going to do is take the gesso and paint right over top of this. And it's probably going to take a coat or two to cover this up. But it's a great way if you make a mistake and want to do something over top. It's picking up some of the spray, but that's okay because we're going to do a very similar color over top. But I just want to get rid of the big blobs and the big disaster. So I'm just going to paint this up, then dry it with my heat tool, maybe do another coat or two over top, and then we're going to have some fun. What kind of fun are we going to have? We're going to play with gelatos today. So let me finish this up. I'll tell you how many coats it took when I come back. See you in a bit. I'm back with just a little tip. As I'm doing this, I'm watching how the brush is leaving a green on the page, and I thought, well, if it's going to do that, I might as well just go ahead and maybe make a pattern with the gesso and see what happens. So I was just cleaning off my brush and just gonna go in like random patterns this time. And this is my third coat covering up this debacle. So we're just gonna do some of this and go here and there and just give it like a crosshatch kind of pattern. That's the fun with art. There are no mistakes. It's just called creative freedom. There we go. So let's dry it up and see what kind of mess we can get into now. I'll dry this up, clean off my brush, and I'll be right back. I'm back. Now, what I want to play with today is some other fun goodies from my stash, and I've got out some gelatos. I don't use them that often, but I have quite a few of them, so I thought, you know what? I want to try something different. It's kind of like the sprays. I thought, let's give it a whirl and see what happens. So, I'm just basically going to put some pink down, some of the yellow down, and just scribbling on the page, basically, is what I'm doing. And gelatos are like a lip gloss or something. They're not very shiny. They're kind of like a chalk lipstick, maybe. A little bit of purple maybe down here along the edge. That's pretty wild purple. And then I watched on YouTube, so I gotta try it. Baby wipe. I use baby wipes to clean my stamps and clean my mats and stuff, but I thought, hey, let's give this a whirl. And they smell so pretty. So basically all you do is take the baby wipe and just go over top of the gelato. And what it does is just makes it into like a paint. Gelatos are water-based. You can use them like watercolors. You can like scribble a bit onto your mat. Here, let's just take a mat. And you can scribble some on your mat, take a little bit of water, add it to the gelato, and you can make like a watercolor. So you can do that too. It's tons of fun. So I'm just going to do all the yellow first, and then move into the pink and the purples, and go down the side of the page. So this is just kind of a fun way of, you know, making a little marbled effect on your pages. We'll take the purple up and down the side a bit. I think I need more pink. I'm really loving pink lately. So you can just add more. Just scribble it on and use a baby wipe. You can use water. You can use whatever you like to basically move it around. And it gives just a really beautiful marbled effect. I really quite like that. I'm thinking if I have a lighter purple, I'm just going to take some of the lighter purple and add that in as well. Might as well try all the colors, right? There we go. Oh, I like that. A little bit of sunshine and a little bit of pink and purple. I just never know when to stop. If I have fun with a technique, I just want to keep on going. So there we go. Maybe a little bit of yellow over in the corner. That's pretty. So what we have is just a really fun background. And then from here, I'm just going to dry it up. And then I think I'm going to grab, see, you can use those baby wipes to clean up the mess you made, because I love making a mess. So just clean that off. Want to make sure it's nice and dry before you go on to any other techniques on your page. So we're going to do that. And then I think what I'm going to do is take this little stencil. This one's called Mini Geometric Art Layers. And it's just got so many fun things on it that I think I'm just going to lay it down. And just like that, grab some pink. I have some pink paint handy. And put a little bit of that in my tray. Grab my sponge. And just pick up the paint. Yeah, we love getting messy today. We have this everywhere. Okay. So I'm just gonna dab over top in a couple spots. Maybe a couple of circles. And take a peek and see how we like that. Oh, I really like that. We'll keep going. I was thinking maybe to add some purple too, but maybe we'll just stick with the pink and then do some white later. So that's pretty much how we're going to get our background. Add a little bit more paint and continue on with our stencil. I love art, so much fun, and I love creative worship. Shooting this video as well on the Sunday afternoon. My poor little pup is still recovering from his injury, so we finally can let him do the stairs, sweet little guy. And so I brought him up to the studio. He's having a nap and the other two are cooperating. Yay, we love when the puppies cooperate. Usually they get a bone when I'm doing videos, but today they can't have a bone because the little guy has a cone and he can't use it, or can't eat his bones. So we'll dry this up. Can you see that? We're just basically now adding layers. And once I have the verse down, the question that I'm working on today, and some elements, and then we'll do a few more things and finish up our page. So here's what it looks like so far. And like I said, I've used just a couple colors of the gelatos and the baby wipe. and we have a really fun background to work with. I might do more of that in my other, in my next journal. So excited. I'm just going to clean off my stencil, wash my sponge, and I'll be right back to finish this up. Back again. So I was looking at my elements because I had no idea what kind of elements I wanted to use on this page, and then I thought, oh, what about this cute little mason jar? So I thought another good idea or something to show you is how you can use this as watercolor. So again, we're just going to take some of the light blue. I'm just going to put it on my mat, get a little bit of water out of my cup, and just make a really light color wash. I just want to make the jar look like there's a little bit of water in it. So let's zoom in here. I don't know if that's going to work very well. There we are. That should be okay. So I'm just going to add a really light wash to it. Just so the jar's got a little bit of dimension, and can go back with some colored pencils and add some, shading into it and such like that. And I may do that later. So just wanted to give it a little oomph. Gonna cut it out and then have that ready to go onto our page. So, you know how I always use the matte brochure and flyer paper? Well, and I say it takes every medium. I've had nothing that doesn't work. Well, today I found something that doesn't work. If you do not prep these pages with gesso, the gelatos just won't move. They will not move at all. They just stay in one place. Terrible, I know. That's where the mishap happened. And then I thought, well, you know what? We can always, just spray over it. Well, that just turned out even more crazy. So yeah, sometimes these things just don't work. There's my camera just a swinging. My husband's on his way home from a kayaking adventure. My son's in a movie, so I thought, hey, if I can get one more video done today, that would be awesome. And when I made the big boo-boo, I thought, you know what? Perfect timing to show everybody how we can fix it. So just getting my jar of Yes Paste, a paintbrush, and that's how I glue all my elements down. Right now I'm not using the sticker paper, I'm using mostly my glue. And the matte brochure paper I print all the elements on and then just cut them out. And really, I've been cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting, and I always think I'm so caught up. And I have this little baggie system too, like some of the ladies that are in our group are using. And so I cut them out, put them in baggies, and I think, I'm so ahead of the game, look at me. And then, you know what happens? I get more stickers. Or a new journal's coming out, and I'm not even caught up cutting the rest of the other ones out. So I really need to get going. I need to spend some time I need a good show to watch and sit and do some fussy cutting. And I love to fussy cut. So, all right, we'll get these all glued down. I know I'm making you watch me glue. It's not fun, is it? But our reading for today in the journal is Anxiety Weighs Down the Heart, but a Kind Word Cheers It Up, from Proverbs 12:25. So the prompt was to list ways that you can be kind to yourself. How can you be kind to yourself? We always think we take good care of ourselves, and I know the last couple days I haven't been eating well, I haven't slept well because my poor little boy's sick and in a cone and has stitches, and so I've just kind of been getting by the last couple days, and I thought, how can we be kinder to ourselves? So I need to take time to breathe, to be still, take time to sit outside, to exercise and eat healthy, to read and to meditate. I can always find something to do, but it's about taking care of you too, because you know that saying, you know, the happy mom makes the whole household. That is really true. It's so true. When mama happy, everybody's happy, right? So I'm just gonna make a little stem for my flower with my black pen. I might take it into the jar. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens at the end. And again, me and my black Bic Velocity writes over anything. This pen just never gums up either. It is the coolest pen I think I've ever owned. I say this probably in every video. But, how's everybody's day? Did I ask that already? I'm not sure. I'm doing this little video in chunks. It was raining and yucky, and now the sun is shining, and I can hear all the neighbors and their lawnmowers going, and everybody's having a good old time outside. And I think I'll just run around these flowers a little bit. Just get them popping, maybe off the page. Ah! Glue's still moving on that one. Let's move them back. And can also take my white pen and just do some squiggles on the flowers. Maybe this guy needs black pen. Just doing some whoop-de-doos. Just adding some, you know, little dimension to everything. Just helps things pop off the page, I believe. So that's kind of cute so far. And now I'm thinking maybe some stamping. So again, look at my desk. You should see this desk is a complete disaster. I really want to finish my journal today, so I'm trying not to clean. So this is the Illusions in betweenies again. Yep, my favorite little stamp that looks like stitches. I love stitches stamps. I have a lot of stitching stamps. I don't know, I think it just adds something to the page. And when I find something I like, you'll notice that I do it over and over and over. I hope that doesn't bore you all. I wonder if Noelle is having lunch today with me again. Like, if this is happening, do you not think that I should get like cookies or something while I do this? Like just a little, you know, I was gonna say fruit plate, but really, no, we don't want a fruit plate. Just a little something for me to snack on. I think that would be a good idea, but you know, I'm not saying anything. All right, just gonna add some of this, just some black, pop things up a bit. And then I think we'll go with some white and my Minnie the Story. And I'm gonna try not to use the white gesso as white paint because they look, of course, identical. This time I'm gonna grab a dauber. So these are Martha Stewart daubers. They're really fun to use, easy to clean. And just put some little white dots. See, I was already going for the gesso. And that wouldn't be so bad either. You could use gesso. Not the worst thing that would happen. And maybe some blotches. Here's some other fun blotches. We'll just use those up. That's kind of fun. And gonna need some sort of little tag at the top. I'm not sure which one. Again, I have a baggie full, so I just love to spill them on my desk and see which one works. I go, should we do a pink one? Oh, that's kind of cute. Or could do a blue one too, because that might match the, what do you call it? The jar. Ooh. Okay, so here I'm going, wasting your time, going pink or blue. But you know what? I'm really thinking this blue is cute because it does go down to the jar. So we'll use that one. Get out that Yes paste again. And pretty much that's our finished page. So we had a disaster. We fixed the disaster. And now we have a pretty nice page. And you know, if it was the first page I was doing in my journal, I probably would have thrown it out and just reprinted it. But I had done all the other pages in my journal. So I just wanted to, I didn't want to have to redo 4 pages. So now we've got this one done. Thanks so much for joining me today for my gelato fun. I will see you next week on Technique Thursday. I will also see you in Praise and Pray. If you don't belong to our journaling group, come by. We're 700 members strong and having a great time. Learning so much, being inspired every day. God is so good. He is so good, people. Bless you all, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.